Hello and welcome. These are horse racing selections for Tuesday, the 10th of December. I am Flatcapcallum and I'm hoping you are all very, very well. Alright, the day's arrived. I have got the bet that most of you have been waiting for your entire lives. That's what we've got for Tuesday. The greatest Trixie of all time. That's what's coming your way. Before I do that, I'll talk to you about how terrible Monday went, and then we'll go from there. The aim is not to be very long. I think I might need to justify some of the selections. So, Monday, we had another pants all-weather bet. That was the headline. No good. Backed into 11-4 favourite. No good. Mashamore was the one that ran with credit despite drifting to 66-1. I think interesting in that one because you had an odds-on favourite, or just about odds-on favourite, and you had the Hugh Taylor effect. Hugh Taylor, like the horse that ended up winning, that was I think was much bigger odds. So those two things combined pushed everything else out. That's why we got 66 on that. But unfortunately, it was fifth. We wanted fourth. Prince Hector, no good. Zero return. It's the first time since for about 4 weeks where we've had a zero return off a 4-horse bet, and then that was the beginning of November. It's a horrible spell of 6 out of 7 days. Well, like that. So let's not have that again, folks, because it's Tuesday. We're going into Tuesday, and we've got three lovely odds-on favourites for you to put in a little win Trixie. That's what you want. That's what everyone wants, isn't it? Oh, there's me forgetting. Because you're all in like the super membership club, I give you the best bets, don't I? Because that's how these things work, right? So if you're in the membership club, like all of you are in, you get all the best bets. The ones that are free are shit, so they don't win. So you don't think. So basically, it's look like I'm not very good, but actually, all of the good ones, they happen in the membership club. So that's how you guys all get at the membership clubs, and it's weird, isn't it? Because sometimes we met these membership clubs. It's like nobody's in them. Because sometimes it's like nobody says well done, or nobody says what a great winner you've got. It's like nobody's in it, or they're not winning at all. It's very strange. I don't know. I keep my payment plans nice and simple, folks, right? You don't need a refund. You don't need anything. It's just whatever you've paid, right? Whether you've paid £50,000 to me or you've paid nothing, you're all in the membership club, folks. And therefore, as a result of that, this is what I'm having to put your way. The greatest Trixie of all time. That is what we have got. 3 gigantic zebras. We are back in that territory, folks. Nobody wanted the all-weather bet at Southwell, did you? Pants, you don't want that. You want the zebra bet. That's what we've got. Okay, let me try and tell you why this is the bet, right? I don't know. I'm trying to think if I'd ever put out something more ridiculous, but there we go. It's up to you. It's what you're doing. I'm genuinely telling you, I've put some cash money on these already. My cash is down, folks. 112 at Uttoxeter. Portobello Girl. 2-star, 50-1. Now I should say as well, right? You think these prices are good. At the time I made this video, before I started recording this, Bet365, 125-1, all 3 of them. So if you're quick and you want 365, they won't like the bet, and not many people will be able to get on, I shouldn't imagine, if you all keep chunking in monies on 325-1 shots in a row. But that's what they are at Bet365 when I started recording the video. Anywho, 112, Uttoxeter, Portobello Girl. So in that race, let me get this right. So you've got 11 runners, and this horse has already run a couple of times over hurdles, and off my ratings I make it roughly joint third best. Right, there's a Skelton horse in there. The difference is the Skelton horse is going to be a shorter price, so that's sort of a given, and in this horse its last run was the best run, as opposed to the Skelton horse it was the other way around. Last time it ran less good and it was better on its first run. So you could argue that this one, on that small, tiny evidence of 2 runs, is slightly more progressive. What you've got then in that race is you've got a horse of Ollie Murphy's, forget the name of it, hasn't run for 2 years, allegedly a bit of a special thing, but not run for 2 years. So a big question mark of a horse that currently is slightly odds on. You've then got two horses that on paper are better than this horse is. The difference is that those two horses are about, I'd say about £9 to £10 better on the jumps of what this one is. But when you're talking about 3, 4 to 1, 5 to 1, 6 to 1 shots against a 50 to 1 shot, that's quite a jump. And also, if you've got this horse, is they've run it over 2 mile 4 and 2 mile 6, whereas actually I think it's probably better on a shorter distance, so it's down to 2 miles. On bumper form, it's actually pretty similar to those other ones that are second and third in the betting. So they all ran in a couple of bumpers, and the bumper form's similar. That was when this horse was trained by Twiston Davis, so that is a little bit of a difference. It's now with Alistair Ralph. And so there's a question mark on that because we've had stable change, but it's not 50 to 1 that horse at all. I think the jockey's worth looking at. So the jockey's ridden it both times for Alistair Ralph. Murray Dodd. Most people won't have come across Murray Dodd, and I do say this every now and again. I put these names out there to you that I think might worth keeping an eye on. He's having an interesting season already. He's picked up a few winners. At a decent strike rate. So I'm not saying this horse is lurking in there to win, but I do think going back to 2 miles is better. I do think it's well overpriced compared to the horses in and around it. And on that basis, it's worth chancing at 50s. If you get the 125s for it on 365, fair play to you. It is not the rank outsider that it's made to be. 2 stars. We're then having a bit of a Punty McPunterson on the 250 Punchestown. I looked at both these Punchestown races and I almost put a horse in the 320 but didn't. So the 250 Punchestown, important message. I mean, where do I go? Right, it's a 12-year-old. It ran once this season for Current Connections and was like absolutely nowhere. It ran once last season. It was like 9th to 16 or something. And so you're going to go back to form from 2 years ago. So the form from 2 years ago means that this horse has dropped by about £16 basically. That's what it's saying. So I'm saying maybe there's something still in the horse. They're trying on the horse at 12 years old. It's changed hands again, and maybe going back up to 3 miles is what it is what it needs, because it ran last time over 2 miles. Going back to 3 is what it wants. So we're chancing on that one, and then we're finishing off the 3-starer. The last 2 3-star 100 to 1 shots did both frame, I'll have you know. So we're currently strike rate of 5 horses 100 to 1 or more, and 2 of them have framed since I've been back in the sort of the end of September. So we're going Arctic Stream 100 to 1, 3-star at 3 o'clock at Fontwell. Richard J. Bandy. He does well with the small horses he's got. Generally, I would say his horses are they progress as they go through. So this one came from the point circuit, and I think it ran absolutely reasonably last time. It was 5th of 15, but it got marked down just because it was, from a distance point of view, it was a distant 5th. But it was plugging on, and I think the horse will absolutely come on for the run. The trainer only had the horse for a short time before that run. I think it will come on for the run, and I made it 3rd best on form. There's quite a few in that race. It's only 9 runners. Quite a few that haven't necessarily run over hurdles. So that's sort of the question mark against. Of the ones that have, which are about 4 or 5 of them, it's the 3rd best from what it's done. But I think it will progress from that. I think that it will do better than that. And yeah, when you start going through the profile of the race, I just think there was lots of things I could argue a question mark on. And I absolutely thought this horse would probably run a truer race than it had done last time, in the sense of he's not the kind of trainer that sort of just schools them over all the hurdles and novice races. I think this horse will be given a bit of a truer ride, so I'm happy enough with that. And yeah, I think it's interesting they're keeping it over 2 mile and 3, which is what they ran it over last time. And yeah, I think it will have been fitter, and it will have known its job a little bit more from last time. So I think it will come on. And when I worked it out, it came out as a 3-star horse. So that's in 50. Follow the bet here. 50p each way Trixie. So that's the 3 of them each way, doubles and trebles. We've got an additional double on the starred horses. So that's Portobello Girl and Arctic Stream. So that's 50p each way doubles. So that's £5 in total on accumulators, multiples. £1 each way single on Arctic Stream. 75p each way single Portobello Girl. 50p each way single Important Message. £9.50 is the bet. You get an extra place with Sky for this race. You'd be unfortunate if that horse was sixth and the rest of it came in, wouldn't you? But that's it. Even if we hit a place Trixie on that, as far as a lot of you concerned, Mel in particular, you'll be fine. You'll get your home bargains, Phil. Don't you worry. So yeah, we get a couple of places, or even if you get 3 out of here, you can buy most things you'd like in home bargains, I would suggest. So we are trying with these 3 zebras, the greatest Trixie of all time. That is the label of the bet. £9.50. It's a 2-star, no star, 3-star. They're ridiculous prices. You can make your own choices, but that's what I've done. All right, that is me. I will let you know what the crack is for the rest of the week. Other than to say, oh yeah, I was going to say that to you. Thursday night, I am likely to. Well, not likely. I am out. So I just think probably doing a video for Friday selections is very, very unlikely. So. Yeah, I'll see what the racing looks like, as whether I'll do videos for Wednesdays and Thursdays racing. I'm thinking it's very unlikely. I certainly won't be putting a video out Thursday night, and you wouldn't. Well, it's just that whole thing. I say you wouldn't want me to, and some of you will actually message and say, actually, we could quite like you to do a video. Maybe I'll shock you all. Maybe I'll sort of do a vid half cut on Thursday night with some random horses and see if you still pick them. See what you think. But yeah, unlikely that there'll be any video for Friday selections. Certainly won't be a video Thursday night. So just to pre-warn you on that one. I think that was all I was going to say about that for this week. But we have got on the clock. So it's the 10th of December, isn't it? So. 19 days on the clock, because I'm saying I'm finishing up for a little break on the 29th of December, so I'm not planning to do anything 30th or 31st or 1st of January or whatever. So I've got 19 days of potential more to go. That is it, and then I'll as we get near the time, I'll update on the old break situation and what I am planning. I'll sort of decide properly nearer the time, but I'm planning to take a break after the 29th of December. That would be the last day there'd be selections of the year for me. All right. Thanking you. See you on the other side. Bye-bye.